Hey everyone, it's Jess. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have another plan with me to share with you all, and this week I am planning for the week of October 9th to October 15th using the vampire kit from ScribblePrintsCo. And then I have underlays from Plan With Me stickers that are spider webby, and also planner headers that are also that same spider web pattern, because I thought they would fit really, really well with this like whole vampire theme and kit. I decided to use this kit this week because I was going to see the Taylor Swift Eras Tour movie, and I know there were kits out there that were Eras Tour themed, but I didn't want to forego another spooky Halloween type kit in October because I'm already foregoing 2 weeks. One for a baby shower and one for a wedding. So I was like, which of these spooky kits kind of like screams Taylor Swift? And this vampire one, I feel like is beautiful. There's like a couple scene with a vampire sucking their blood, because baby, now we got bad blood. And then the one, the full box with one of the fashion people in them, she's like wearing like a veil and she looks like very like sad or like melancholy. I was like, this is Taylor. This is me, but this is Taylor. So I felt like this fit really well, and I'm very happy with my decision. I also got Eras Tour overlays, like quote overlays from Plan With Me stickers, and I used 2 of them. So I used the Taylor Swift, the Eras Tour, where it just says that, and I put it on the day that I went to see the movie. And then I used the 1, 2, 3, let's go, bitch, because that is my favorite chant out of all of them. I royally messed it up when I went to go see the movie on the 14th. I forgot it was like the verse, pause, another verse, then you say 1, 2, 3, let's go, bitch. And me and the girl sitting next to me screamed it during the beat that you're supposed to pause. I screamed it louder than her, but I made sure to drag her down with me and did the whole, I think she was like maybe like 15 years old, but I did like the 30-year-old thing, like the old people thing, where I'm like, oh, we both missed it together. It was so funny. It was so embarrassing. But I went to go see the Eras Tour again. The following week, you will see I did end up going to see it again, and I made sure to redeem myself, and that I did. But yeah, the Eras Tour is amazing. I'm glad I only had to pay $28 to see it. If I could have paid like $300 to see it live and in person, I would, but I could have never justified paying like $3,000. And everywhere around me, like even in Canada, there's gonna be some like extra dates. All the seats are like $3,000, and the StubHub UK website, because of course, like somehow it's cheaper to fly to the United Kingdom to go see it. It like wouldn't let me on the website, and it keeps crashing. And I don't know if it's just me, but I've tried it on my phone, on my laptop, and I've just given up. But now I've seen the Eras Tour twice, and I think I'm solid, super solid. What else? What else about the Eras Tour? Because I feel like this whole week is just Eras Tour. There was a lot of like Evermore and folklore songs that I was not looking forward to, because I remember when the albums came out, I wasn't really feeling them at all. I tried to listen to the songs. I tried to listen to the whole album, and it just like was not speaking to me. It was speaking to me now. I just sat there. I think it's because I was like forced to sit there and listen, and then also I could watch like the scenery and like Taylor like emoting the emotion of the song, that like it spoke to me. So now I'm in my folklore and Evermore era, and it hurts here, but I'm happy to be a well-rounded Swiftie again. But yeah, ow. My Tears Ricochet in particular is one that I've had on repeat since I've seen the Eras Tour. I'm not even kidding. I think it's the only song I've played besides Peanut Butter Jelly by Galantis. And that's only because My Tears Ricochet makes me so sad that like I need to listen to a happy song. That and Tolerate It I'd never heard before watching the concert movie. And I remember I turned to my sister at one point, and I just looked at her during that song, and I went, ow. So I have not listened to that song since. I did put it on my Spotify. I just don't listen to it because it hurts. And then hearing it the second time, I use my like ADHD superpower and just zoned out during the song. Because like My Tears Ricochet makes me like sad and like on the verge of tears, but Tolerate It, like it could send me to a bad place, and I don't like it there. But it's such a beautiful song, and I love the way she performed it. It's so good. And The One, I like The One, and August, of course. I like August. August is like the only song I knew pretty much. And Willow was really good too. I actually put I quoted Willow in the sidebar half box this time, the one that's like the more that you say, the less I know. Wherever you stray, I follow. I really like it. It spoke to me. So yeah, definitely go see the Eras tour. I took my mom to see it this time. She's like not a Swiftie, but like I think she enjoyed herself. I didn't actually ask. We all kind of like walked back to our house and like went into our separate rooms, but I think she enjoyed herself. The people also like at the showing were really cool. It was like maybe 3/4 packed. And yes, there was like obnoxious singing, but I think for the most part, everybody was like having a good time, having a ball, just singing their little heart out, dancing if they had the room to. There was a little girl's birthday party that was there, and they were all dressed in like the different Taylor Swift eras. So that was really stinking cute to like see and just like enjoy Taylor Swift with like loads of generations of women and people. But yeah, it was very, very cool. I highly recommend you go see it. I think if it's like available to like a concert, this magnificent like 3-hour concert is available to you at a movie theater, just go watch it. It's amazing. Not that she needs my money or anyone else's or me to be like pimping her out like this, but just my 2 cents. But yeah, anyway, let's get into the sidebar. So I have my 2 habit trackers for my nighttime skincare routine and 10,000 steps. And then I used a square box, but the smaller one, I meant to use just like a regular square box, but oops. So I had to like make up a little bit more room on the sidebar at the bottom. That's why I'm putting that little pattern washi. Usually everything fits perfectly, but I used the wrong size box. And in that one, I put a munchkin from Once More with Love. That's like, oops, I bought too much because the amount of money I spent this week is ridiculous. Like I just kept buying things. What did I buy? What did I buy? I didn't put any of that in. Like I didn't put anything that I bought in. But it was a lot. Oh, like a ton of foil for the holidays, for my holiday spreads. Bought a ton of those. I think I ordered stickers from a character shop. I know it wasn't just stickers. I think I booked a train and I like didn't want to pay for the local quote unquote. I paid for the express train. But that was like not like nothing. I don't know. I just spent like a lot of money this week and I felt icky about it. But I can't wait for all my happy. No, Crust Press still counts. I didn't buy any books. What did I buy? Heck if I know, but I know I just bought too much. Then I put down the half box and put that quote from Willow in it. And then I put down a pattern washi, this week's sticker, and then an ombre heart checklist with my to-dos for the week. Then starting on Monday, the first thing I marked was that I went to work. And I decided to use these really cute, like witchy stickers from Paper Shire to mark work. I had pulled out some scribblers, but I feel like there's a lot of Halloween stickers that I just don't get to use up that much. And I was like, my work sticker does not have to be like a character in Scrubs or someone holding teeth. So I was like, oh yeah, let me use like a little witch with a cauldron brewing potions. I think it fits the vibes. Then I marked that I was reading the X Hex, which I was actually listening to on Audible. I didn't realize my Audible subscription like restarted. I put it on pause for 3 months when I got the Kindle. But I didn't realize it restarted because I didn't get an email about it or anything. And I was like, oh, I have credits. I think because my sister asked me if I like had any more credits. And then I looked and I was like, oh crap, I do. So I got the X Hex. It's a very like spooky, witchy, cute book. I zoned out for like half of it, but I really enjoyed the vibes. So I don't know if I can recommend it, but did I give it like 4 stars? I know it's not 5, but 4 stars. And one of the characters has like a spin-off book, which is like the second book. So I'm looking forward to getting more credits and I will be getting the second book. So it's like a really easy, fun read. Then I got home and went on my Peloton for a little workout. And then I spent the night watching Big Brother and playing a lot of Dreamlight Valley. And then also Kelly FaceTimed me. So we spent some time on FaceTime catching up. I don't remember what we talked about, but do I ever? No, I do not. Then moving on to Tuesday, the first thing I had to mark was that it was Bennett's birthday, Andrea's son. And then I marked that I finished listening to the X Hex. Then I went to work. So all of that right before work. I did finish the X Hex before work. So that's why I put it before. And then I immediately started reading. I think I was like carrying Legendary with me. I did start it before, methinks. You can't remember. I think I was like 25 pages into Legendary. It was just like the sequel to Carval. And so I was kind of like really getting into it now. So I read a lot of Legendary. And, because I also had a gynecologist appointment. That was a big word for Elmo. I had a gyno appointment, and usually I know I'm going to be there for like a few hours, but this was like ridiculous. My appointment was at 7:20. I left there at 10:30. It was like unbearable. Like I spent, so how long was that? That was like, let's say like 3 hours. Let's just give it 3 hours. There was like 5 minutes where they took me for like patient intake and like they took my vitals and stuff, made me pee in a cup. Then they sent me back out the door. And then I finally got called in at like 9:30, 9:45. And the doctor saw me for 5 minutes. I tried to keep her there for 10. I started asking her random ass questions that I just did. I was like, I'm not going to Google this. I'm just going to ask you questions. Cause I have you and like, I'm going to take you. You only saw me for 5 minutes. I mean, she really only needed to see me for 5 minutes, but it was just like crazy. Like I hate like when doctors like double book themselves. And I know it's not all emergencies. It's not like, I know I work in an office and I see the doctor's assistant sometimes double book themselves. But they can handle it because it's only like 2 people and they don't do like the whole day. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent, but it's just like really irritating. So I was like trying to keep her for longer. And then she's telling me that she has to go to like a hospital and like deliver a baby because like her patient just texted her. And I'm like, oh my God, fine, go, get out of here. Like, you're done with me, I will leave. So I was only there for like 10 minutes. For a 10-minute appointment, I was there for 3 hours. And so I had a lot of time to read. And so I read a lot of Legendary. I think I got like through half the book. Also, the nurses were like, oh, you brought a book with you. And they're like, what page are you on? And I was like, I'm on page 180. And they're like, oh, ha, ha, ha. Like, let us know what page you're on when we bring you back into the doctor's. And I had read like 200 pages. Maybe like 150, but yeah, it was a lot. So the last thing I marked for the day on Tuesday was that I was sleepy AF, and I woke up sleepy AF on Wednesday. It was brutal. I get anxiety when I know I'm not going to get like enough sleep. So that's also not any fun. And then on Wednesday, the first thing I marked was that I caught up on some Big Brother on the drive to work. I didn't feel like reading because I was so exhausted. So I just wanted to do something kind of like passive. So I just watched Big Brother. Then I went to work, and in the middle of the day, I went to go get some Starbucks. I think I got a London fog tea latte because I just needed like some caffeine. I needed something like just a little like boost to get me through the day because it was rough. Then I came home, and on my way home and at home, I read more of Legendary. I was really zooming through that book. I'm pretty sure I finished it on this day. And then as soon as I finished it, I played some Dreamlight Valley before going to sleep and then being woken up by a freaking cricket. Okay. If you watched the other Playing With Me's, there was a cricket in my kitchen hiding in a cabinet. We couldn't find it and it died. RIP. But no, I was full on dreaming. And in this dream, someone was like turning a faucet and it was really rusty and squeaky. So I assumed it was just like the sound in my dream. No, because my eyes flew open and I realized it was an in my room sound. And then I saw Oliver and he was going absolutely feral, trying to find this cricket. And then I realized, yep, there is a cricket in my room. It's happened before. And it also gives me so much anxiety. So mind you, I didn't sleep the night before very well because I was coming home really late, past my bedtime, from the doctor's office. And now this freaking cricket like wakes me up in the middle of the night. It was like 12 o'clock in the morning. And I'm just like watching Oliver trying to get this cricket. Of course, he doesn't get this cricket. So at this point, I wrapped myself up in my blanket. I tried to look for the cricket and I could not find it. I could not see it. I was brave. I turned all my lights on. I had the flashlight. I was looking everywhere for this cricket. Couldn't find it. So then I wrapped myself up in my blanket and I'm like praying that like, okay, this cricket just doesn't chirp. Like I just want to sleep. At this point, I don't care. This room is now mine and the cricket's. As long as he's quiet and a good roommate, he gets to live. Then I wake up again at 2 o'clock because Oliver is bashing his head into the wall thinking he's trying to catch this cricket. Like just full on like boof, boof against the wall. I'm like, what is he doing? Did he catch the cricket? No. I was so irritated. Like I was tired. I was cranky. I wanted to sleep. Then I woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning and I wake up. I'm like thankful that the cricket let me sleep from 2 to like 6 a.m. And so I'm like making my bed. And then what do I see? Sitting by my closet door is the cricket. Now, I am afraid of bugs jumping. I was going to go wake my mom up, but I feel like she's also probably tired. So maybe like I don't wake her up and like bring her down here like at the butt crack of dawn. Like, the sun's not even up yet. And I was like, you know what? If my mom came down, this cricket would live. But like, I don't trust myself to like safely capture this cricket. I'm really, really sorry. Like, it's not the cricket's fault, but I'm scared. So I went to go put my street shoes on and I went to go step on the cricket. But then I was afraid it was going to hop. And I was like, Jessica, you're a well-read lady. You know the answer to this. Take a hardcover book that's like 400 pages big and throw it at the cricket. So I did, and he died. Rest in peace, the second cricket. But like, I need sleep or my mental health will suffer. It has suffered this week that I'm currently in, but like, I need to sleep. I don't continue to get any sleep after this, but I'm so tired. Cricket had to go. So yeah, that was my Wednesday. Then moving on to Thursday, the first thing I did before work was listen to podcasts. I don't remember which podcast I was listening to. I don't remember. It was something that I don't subscribe to, but it wasn't the football one either. Then I marked work and I started reading Finale, which is the third book in the Caraval series. Then when I got home, I got on the treadmill once again. I was super proud of myself getting a second workout in. Then me and my mom ordered some Wingstop because I really wanted chicken wings. And we watched The Amazing Race together, which we've been watching the new season together. And it's been really fun. And then I spent the night playing Dreamlight Valley because I was allowed to. Did I have any of my planner, like my plan with me stuff set up? No, but I was tired and the last thing I wanted to do was plan for some reason. So I didn't, and I waited until the next morning to do the plan with me for the week prior. So that's the first thing I did on Friday. As I woke up and I did all my planner stuff. Started to do it before therapy. Then I went to therapy, and when I got home, I filmed last week's plan with me, got really hungry, and went to McDonald's to get a hamburger. I really was craving a hamburger. I wanted one so badly, but like, I didn't want to go to a restaurant to get one. Probably should have gone to Wendy's, but now, like, for some reason, I was like, I really want a Big Mac. It wasn't a great decision, but it felt right at the time. And so I have no regrets. Then I spent the evening making bracelets for the Eras tour for me, my sister, and my friend that was going. And I made some for Andrea and her daughter, Lila, which I completely forgot to send and locked in a box and forgot they were in there. So she only just recently found out about them. But I have to send it to her because I think she's going to see the Eras tour again. If my stalking of her Instagram is accurate. Hi, Andrea. So I have to send those to her. But yeah, it was really fun making the Eras tour bracelets. When we had got to the movie theater, I gave the 5 that I made for my friend Alyssa. I gave them to her, and then we went to go get popcorn, and the cashier wanted to trade with Alyssa, but Alyssa didn't want to give any of hers away because it was just, like, I appreciate, like, they were very special to her because I made them and she loved them. So like, I like flung myself and was like, here, I'll trade with you and I'll give you one. But it was like a promotional for like a Pixar movie or a Disney movie. It wasn't even like like a Taylor Swift related bracelet. I was like, okay, well, I'm glad Alyssa didn't trade her bracelets for this one. And I made like a standby like trade. I also traded with like 2 little girls that were like running around and trading with everybody in the theater. So I made sure I was like, which 2 am I okay parting with? And I put them on my right wrist and kept the ones I wanted to keep on my left wrist. But anyway, Friday, last things I marked was that I published my plan with me, played more Dreamlight Valley, and then kept watching Big Brother, but the season 16, not the one that we're currently in. Then on Saturday, I literally spent the entire morning and afternoon, basically the whole day, just shopping for foil, figuring out all my foil stuff. What is Oliver doing? Figuring out all my foil stuff for the holidays. It was like a whole operation if you saw it on my Instagram stories. But there was like Post-it notes involved, markers, my laptop, my desktop, all of it to like really picture and make sure I was picking the right foil. So everything is ordered and I'm super excited and prepared for the holiday spreads, which like I was unprepared to film this spread because I planner girl mathed wrong about when these foil stickers would come in. So then I got ready for the Eras tour and I finally went to go see it Not going to go much more into it because I feel like I did in the beginning of this plan with me. Then afterwards, me and my sister went to Applebee's for dinner because we were exhausted and we were hungry. Then we came home and just hang out with my mom for a little bit. And then I finished the night playing Dreamlight Valley because like no one is surprised. I think there was only like one day this day I didn't play Dreamlight Valley, and that was Tuesday, and only because my gynecologist held me up. So then on a Sunday, we had another busy day. We went to a bakery called Paris Baguette, and we got some pastries and just some breakfast before we headed to the pumpkin patch, the apple orchard. I'm like, what is it called? The apple orchard. I just show up for the vibes to go apple picking. I think I'm like a pumpkin girl now because I get a pumpkin to either carve. No, most of the time. Okay. 90% of the time I get pumpkins to paint. Only last year did I get a pumpkin to carve. That was the first time I've ever carved a pumpkin, and that was an experience. But normally I get pumpkins and I paint them, and it's a very therapeutic experience for me. And then I get to decorate my mom's front yard, so that's fun. I ended up picking up 3 pumpkins this time. I was gonna make one a Kirby. I don't know why. I just really wanted to. I didn't do that. But I got 2 pumpkins, and then I got a little baby pumpkin that I turned into a duck so I could put it in my Jeep. It was a very, very mini pumpkin. But then my mom said it would go bad in my car, so I didn't do that either. Well, I made the duck, but like it's not going in my car. It's probably just going to go in my mom's front yard. So we did that. Then we went to the Apple Orchard supermarket and did some grocery shopping there because they have really good groceries. And then we went to get lunch at a pub where they had like a million screens and they were playing like every football game. Like even if you went into the bathroom, they had a TV, like a flat screen TV playing a football game. So then we drove home and I watched the Eagles versus the Jets, and I'm a bad New Yorker, but I was rooting for the Eagles and the Jets won. And that's all I'll say because everyone was really angry. And I'm like, I was just sad the Eagles lost. But yeah, everyone was really, really angry about it. And I guess, cool, because like then the Eagles lost their winning streak. Yes, football talk. During the football game, I just had it passively like on the screen. I was tidying up my room. I had clothes I needed to put away, laundry I needed to fold, things I needed to pack in like in storage boxes because there was clothes I had that I didn't want to give away, but like I didn't want them in my closet, so I got like a storage bin for them. So I finally put those clothes away. Then I meal prepped my lunches, and then I ended the night playing, you guessed it, more Dreamlight Valley, which part of me wants to play some right now, but it's 11:14 on a Saturday, and I think I should just go to sleep because I have to go to a wedding tomorrow, which you'll hear more about in the next plan with me. But yeah, that's everything I got for you for this week. I love how the spread turned out. It was worth the wait for the spider foil, although I did cover a lot of it up. But I feel like that always happens with foil unless I'm like actively trying to make the sticker smaller, but I don't care. The vibes are there and I love it. So yeah, thank you everyone so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye.